YouTube Tiddlywinks here, and I wanted to talk about some views and some things about me you might not know. So to do that, I had to bring you the most beautiful street in America, voted 1,000,000 times by National Geographic. Check it out. The trees overhang. Look here. Trees overhang the road. It's the most beautiful street in America. But anyway, beyond that, let's just talk for a minute. Basically, I am 100% conservative politically, and everybody knows that. Everybody knows my channel is about gun news, gear reviews, and prepping. Well, today I had somebody, or maybe even yesterday, that was going and just pushing an agenda of gay marriage and of hating homophobics and hating straight people by commenting on every one of my viewers' comments, just out of nowhere, commenting. One of my viewers said something about, just like something that had nothing to do with anything, and they started talking about, yeah, we need to make a petition to arrest all homophobics. That person, I wrote a nice letter, and in this letter I said, I am okay with gay people. I bet that's something you didn't know about me. I'm not a homophobic like most conservatives are. I have no problem with somebody's sexuality. I have some of my best friends in the world are gay. You would never know they were. And the reason you would never know they were is because what somebody does in their own bedroom is not only not my business because I don't see it, but it also is about 1% of who the person is. I know one gay guy that is against gay marriage 100%. He listens to country music. He is a straight redneck, and I mean more redneck than me. Not only that, he's just like so against gay marriage. Voted for Mitt Romney. Very weird guy. But anyway, my view on gay marriage. I'm going to tell you this, even though it has nothing to do with guns and any of that. I'm making this video to tell you my views on every issue so you know. I don't think that gay marriage should be legalized. But that is with the determination that I don't think any marriage should be legalized. I don't think the state nor the federal government should make you pay to get a marriage license. I don't believe in marriage licenses. I am very socially liberal. I believe that if you get married in a church under God, you are married. Something that you might not know about me is that I was married 4 years ago to my wife. The state of Florida, we've only been married 1 year. I did end up getting a marriage license as opposed to it as I was, just because it was cheaper to change my wife's last name by getting a marriage license than it was to legally change her name. So I do have a license. Other things, I believe that marijuana legalization should happen. I don't believe that it should be on a federal level. I believe it is a state issue. And whenever I tell people this, like, people go, well, gay marriage should be allowed everywhere because I say so. It should be a federal issue. I say, no, it should be a state issue. And they go, well, I think everything should be federal issues. I got this guy to think the other day, very liberal. He thinks everything should be federalized. And I said, look here. In California, they have an assault weapons ban. I do not want to live in California because I like my guns and I like them the way they are. I don't want bullet buttons. I don't want 10-round magazines. I don't want any of that. So it is my choice to live here in Florida. Now, say all of a sudden you want marijuana to be legal, this, that, and the other thing, so you move to Colorado. Well, that's your prerogative. But the thing is if you federalize everything, then if there's something that you don't like, you cannot get away from it. That is what state sovereignty is all about. States are different. regions are different. That is why an all-out assault weapons ban would not work, because there are so many different places in the country. But let's talk about some other things. I just really got to get all this off my chest. For those of you who think I'm racist because of the Trayvon Martin thing, I just want to let you know about racism. I am not a racist. And I think everybody is to a certain extent, you know. Everybody makes black jokes, and every black person calls white people crackers. But when they call you a cracker, it's not racist. But anyway, I'm not racist. I love everyone equally. Now, I think that every race has stupid people. I hate some white trash because they are just ridiculous. I mean, I pretty much love everyone, but, you know, I don't like white trash that's racist and gross and gets drunk and throws beer bottles at me and does all that crap. That's bullshit. But at the same time, I do not like when people that are black do stupid things either. So when I say that I think George Zimmerman is innocent of second-degree murder, I think he is guilty of voluntary manslaughter, and I get attacked for being a racist, and they're going to kill Whitey, this, that, and the other thing. I even had somebody say they were going to come to my house personally and throw a brick through my window. At which point I said, you come throw a brick through my window, that's absolutely fine by me. I'm going to let my dog out on you, and then I'm going to put a whole bunch of buckshot right in your ass just to make it hurt. But anyway, let me think of other things. Socially liberal, very socially liberal. I think that all drugs should be legalized. I don't think that anybody who isn't already a drug addict would go and start doing heroin tomorrow if it was legalized. And I also think that drug legalization should be a state issue. So that way, when somebody doesn't like drugs, they just move to a different state. The war on drugs is absolutely killing us. And this is a real winner here. Something I'm going to tell you guys that I might lose subs over. I might have people throwing rocks at me. I don't care. I voted for Obama in 2008. Yeah, I know, I hear it right now. Why did I do that? Well, number one, John McCain is not much better, if you have not noticed by his voting record in the Senate. He's actually quite worse, and he agrees 100% with everything that Obama does. Now, the reason I voted for Obama, very socially liberal. He believed, or he said he believed, in bringing our troops home and making a national defense. So that way, somebody comes into the country, National Guard takes care of it. That is a very libertarian idea. Ron Paul had the same idea. This is what he said he was going to do. Of course, we know that he just ended up siding with all the Muslims and killing people for no reason. He also was for drug legalization, another libertarian ideal. He said that he would not be taking any gun rights away from us, if you don't remember. But the thing is, guys, I have been told how stupid I am and this, that, and the other thing for voting for Obama the first time. You know what? I had the wool pulled over my eyes the first time. It's the people that voted for him the second time that didn't see through his lies, that didn't see through his bullshit, that should be getting messed with. Everybody knows, and this is what I'm going to tell you right now. I am 100% constitutional conservative. I believe that the U.S. Constitution, as it were, should be the end-all, be-all of law. I believe that the federal government should have no other say whatsoever unless it's constitutional. Now, on top of that, I believe that states should be able to, because of the federal government and the 10th Amendment, States have the right to enact their own laws, and that is called state sovereignty, which we already went over. But guys, I am 100% in support of your gun rights. I am 100% getting out every single day talking to people. I am out every day networking on Facebook. I am out every day trying to help people learn the truth. I am out every day trying to expose these people. I get online every morning and I do nothing but watch videos and look at news just so I can let you guys know what's going on. So, that's just all I have to do. It's a thing. I'm 100% patriot when it comes that way. When I was a kid, I was a big-time anarchist, and I believed there should be no law until I realized that there is always going to be somebody that's going to want to be in charge. And when you have anarchy, as we've seen from other countries, you eventually end up with a dictator that tells you everything he wants you to do. So I'm just babbling and ranting, I know. But I just want everybody to know that I am on your side. I am fighting every day. And I swear to you, I will never allow your gun rights to be taken from you. I don't care what I have to do. And I swear to you, if a revolution ever starts because of something crazy that the federal government has done, I will be on the front lines fighting with you. I swear. And I promise you that if people come out like Adam Kokesh, false prophets, I'm watching for it. Oh yeah, and another thing that I wanted to say. I've got so much I wanted to say. I should have written down all this stuff so I wouldn't forget. I would not consider myself a Christian. What I consider myself is a completed Jew. It is the words of my grandmother. A completed Jew is what she called it. Now, what basically in the Bible, there's an Old Testament. Jesus came and he said, "Follow the words of my Father. He has sent me to bring you from oppression." And Jesus did just that. He tried to bring everyone from oppression, and he has brought in everybody from spiritual oppression. I believe in the New Testament. I read the New Testament, and I follow God's law. But what some people do, and this really ticks me off, is they call themselves Christians. But what they do is they become a 501c3 church, or 502c3, whatever it is. And then they allow the federal government to tell them what they can preach. They allow them to ask questions like, what do you guys pray about? And I completely am not in agreement with it. Now, some Christians will believe that the Old Testament is outdated and we should only follow the New Testament. But the opposite is completely true, because Jesus came to preach the word of his Father and to make sure that everybody was following the 10 Commandments and God's law. For any of you who have not read the book of Leviticus, you should most certainly read it. And also, if you're not a Christian, or if you're not a completed Jew, as I would call you, or an Israelite, definitely make sure that you look into it. But at the same time, I think you should be able to believe whatever you want. If you're a Jew, if you're Islamic, I really don't care. You be what you want to be. If you are an atheist, I don't care. You be what you want to be. But I see God working in my life every day. God works miracles in my life every day, and I see small gifts every day from doing good and preaching the word of God and trying to make a free country, trying to make Zion. I try my damnedest, guys, and I might not be perfect. I might not be who you think I am, but I tell you what, there is nothing more in the world that I want than for you to be free, and I will fight tooth and nail to make sure of it. Tiddlywinks is signing off. Thanks for listening, and I'm out of here.